on air quality and on test tones for the clarinet mouthpiece and reed. Really, it's a question of how do I find the right reed for my mouthpiece? Well, first things first, we play by inspiration. We're inspired to play, and that involves breathing. And there's two elements about breathing. One is the inhaling, the other is the air management, which is exhaling when you're playing a musical instrument. We breathe naturally, but somehow when we're required, when we're asked to play a phrase, we start changing our techniques, and really it's not a good idea. A good way that clarinet teachers for years have been using to teach good clarinet breathing, and actually it works for all of the instruments. But a good technique to just find out, am I breathing naturally? So clarinet teachers would take the bell of the clarinet and they would simply put their lips around it and take a breath. And when you do this, you breathe quite naturally and you breathe quite deeply. You breathe in a way that is effective for sustaining a musical phrase, for playing a musical instrument. And it puts the support in the abdomen at the cough point. I like to think of the cough point breathing. Sometimes students will still be moving their shoulders or moving their neck or their chest. And so a good way to do this is to have them make a V and place their thumb and their first finger on the collarbone, and then rest the palm of their hand on the rib cage. Then they know right away if they were making motion. Their hand will feel that motion, and they may not know quite, they may not be quite ready to let go of this artificial shallow breathing, but after they do this a few times, it becomes much more natural and they accept that. Well, this is a great technique, except we actually need the bell to play our clarinet. So I measured the diameter here, and I found a different system that would work. And of course, not everybody in your band is playing clarinet and has a bell. A different system would be going simply to the hardware store and getting a piece of PVC pipe and measuring the bell, the inside diameter of the bell of the clarinet. I find that it's very close to 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And so buying 3/4 inch diameter PVC coupling pipe, in fact, you can buy a whole package of contractors package of this, and it would have 20 pieces of PVC in it. And if you'll take a felt tip pen and write the student's name on there, then they always know which one is theirs. Maybe wash it with some warm soap and water, and then simply use this the same as you would have used the bell of the clarinet. And then you find out, the student finds out what it really feels like to take an effective breath for sustaining a musical phrase, for playing on the clarinet. Now the next question is, how do I find a good reed? How do I find the right reed for my clarinet mouthpiece? And for that we use a test tone. And so we simply put the A reed on a mouthpiece and play the mouthpiece. The pitch that came out is a C. And you can confirm that if you have a well-tuned piano, or you can play the pitch and put it on your clarinet. And the high C is a concert. The concert C, you play a D. And then double check. It's amazing to see that I have a whole assortment of mouthpieces. I have quite a collection. I've been playing for years and years. There's a facing size, a tip opening that I like a lot. Yet from mouthpiece to mouthpiece, they all play a different reed, even though the facing is the same from one maker to another. So within your clarinet section, you're going to find quite a bit of variability. no two mouthpieces are alike. I guess it's the way that you have to approach it. But when you find the reed that produces the test tone for the soprano clarinet, a high C, that's a good place to start. By the way, the test tone for the alto saxophone, because it's an alto instrument, it plays lower. It has a lower altitude that it plays in. That note for the alto saxophone is an A. The test tone for the mouthpiece and reed for the tenor saxophone is a G. For your students on bass clarinet, a full octave lower than the soprano clarinet, it's half of an octave. So it's a G flat. And then for the baritone saxophone, the test tone with the reed and the mouthpiece is a D, a concert D. All the pitches notated are concert. Well, thank you very much. I hope this video is helpful to you. And as you're working with your clarinet players and you're trying to develop a characteristic tone and to give them joy in playing, so that they are enjoying what they're doing and they're getting good results, I hope these two things help you. One is the inspiration. The second is the test tone on the mouthpiece. In our next video, we'll be talking about how to manage the air, or the air quality